Yes. Now we are going to learn the performance characteristics of DC shunt motor. So we are going to conduct the experiment on DC compound motor panel board only. Okay. So here we are going to consider only shunt field F and F to consider DC shunt motor. Okay. Now just look at the circuit diagram here. We are having the input voltage and which is connected to the ammeter positive and ammeter positive. Ammeter is connected to the LAF. These are the 3-point starter terminals: line, armature and field. LAF. Okay. So this is rheostat here and this is the field. This is the field terminals Z and ZZ. Okay. So here this is the motor pulley. So these are the S1, S2 load drums. We are going to vary this one. We are going to vary this load by varying the knob. Okay. Now just see the circuit here. Line is connected to the ammeter, plus is connected to the line, armature A is connected to the armature, FE is connected to the field through the rheostat. Either it can be Z or ZZ. Okay. Let us see that. So here this is the 3-phase starter here. This is 3-phase starter. Show the connections.
Okay.
So line A,
3-point starter.
3-point starter, line A. Just take this. Line E is connected to the, here line is there. Line E is connected to the line here.
Ammeter.
So here ammeter positive, this one. Ammeter positive is connected to the line. Right? And ammeter negative is connected to the supply. Next, A is connected to the, here 3-point starter. A is connected to the starter A,
motor
to the motor A, and motor AA is connected to the negative supply. So here all our common terminals we have taken. So this is the negative supply here. Okay. So all our common terminal here. So this is negative and this is negative. Field terminal negative and armature negative.
Next, field.
Next, field is, just show that sir. Field is connected to the rheostat input and this is the output
field
and to the field. Okay. So this is the circuit connections here. Now just switch on the supply voltage. We are coming to procedure. Just switch on the supply voltage. These two. So these all will be blown up, and you have to you have to close the DPST switch. Switch the DPST switch, and then you have to vary this knob to turn on the DC shunt motor. This is the DC shunt motor. Okay. So after just switch on the supply. No, do the experiment, sir. Switch on the supply and just close the DPSC switch and just turn and just start the starter. Start the motor by using starter. Okay. So the motor is rotating here. The motor pulley is rotating here. Okay. So you have to pour the water. So only water is there, you have to pour the water inside the drum. So in order to control the heat and speed in the drum.
Let's check the speed.
Next, you have to check the speed. That means the motor should rotate or the motor should operate at rated speed. So here the rated speed is 1500 we are assuming, but it is showing that 1418. So in order to get 1500, I am going to vary the rheostat. Slowly you have to vary. And now again you have to check the motor speed by using the tachometer. So here it is showing 1544. So let us assume that it is 1500 RPM. Okay, now it can be fixed. Okay, so first you have to take the voltage, input voltage and line current and S1, S2 readings on the table column. Okay. So let us see the table column here. So this is the table column here. Input voltage, armature current and field current and spring balances speed. Okay, this table you have to take. Okay, this is the input voltage and this one is current here, field load current. This one is spring balances and speed. For no load, you have to consider first no load speed 1538.
1530.
No load readings can be here. Input voltage is how much? 230 volts. Let us take. Based on the reading,
235.
235. 235.
Line current 2.6.
Line current is 2.6. Field current it is.
One.
You can measure. It will be fixed 1.6. S1 S2 it is 0. No load condition.
1530.
This is no load. No.